Hello and welcome to the Communicator Sports Podcast. I'm Jack Kozix.
And I'm Kevin Turnbull.
Right now we're in the slower months of sports with the football seasons winding down and still in the off-season of baseball, but we still have quite a bit to talk to you about.
Of course, as always.
Yeah, in college football, there's been some rumors that Brady Hoke did not want to hire the new offensive coordinator, Doug Nussmeier.
Yeah, a little bit of controversy over that. A lot of people have been saying that Michigan's AD has actually been calling the shots instead of Brady Hoke, and he's the one running the team, which is a little weird. You know, most coaches these days are in full control of their teams, so it's a little controversy over that. Personally, I still think it's a good move to get him. Coming from Alabama, very strong program, obviously, won a national championship there. So hopefully it's a good move for Michigan. But with Brady Hoke not answering any questions when they announced his signing, it's just a little controversy in there, a little attention in a negative light for the program.
And then would you like to talk a little bit about your Michigan State Spartans coming off a big Rose Bowl win against Stanford?
Yeah, I think that's really big for us going forward. It really helps out with the recruiting, which in turn helps out with the future of our program. So I'm really looking for the next few years for the Spartans to really excel and to have similar results and have a top 10 team, which is what you're looking for these days. So I'm real excited about the future.
Yeah, and on to the NFL, of course. We have the NFC and AFC conference championships and the playoffs this weekend. Two great matchups. In the AFC, we have the Patriots led by Tom Brady against the Broncos led by Peyton Manning. And then over in the NFC, we have a very strong 49ers squad against even stronger Seahawks team.
Oh yeah, both games will definitely be ones to watch. For the Patriots versus the Broncos, that'll be just a great game. You have Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos, who most people think are a shoo-in to go to the Super Bowl, just due to the fact that they're so good, but I wouldn't put it past Tom Brady to end their season a little earlier than most people thought. I still think that the Broncos will win. I think Peyton Manning and the Broncos will make it to the Super Bowl, and I think Tom Brady has to go home early instead of the other way around.
I have the exact opposite, actually, but the 49ers and Seahawks will be a good game. I think the Seahawks are a good team, but the 49ers will give them a run for their money. Anyways, it's in Seattle, which is always tough to win in Seattle, but I think it'll be a good game. My Super Bowl prediction is Seahawks versus Patriots, and that's how it's going to be.
I think it'll be the Seahawks versus the Broncos. I think the 49ers are a very good team, a team that is built to win on the road. But I just think that the Seahawks, with their defense, will shut down Colin Kaepernick, and the Seahawks and Russell Wilson will make it to the Super Bowl.
In more local news, the Lions lost out on another head coaching opportunity. Whisenhunt, of course, is going to the Titans, and that leaves the Lions with minimal options going on.
Yeah, it was real disappointing to hear that Whisenhunt went to the Titans. Most people thought he was, easily going to be the Lions coach, which would have been a good pickup for them. So we'll see who they end up getting and how it all plays out.
He should, the new Lions head coach, the other option is Caldwell, the offensive coordinator from the Ravens and former offensive coordinator from the Colts. So he was fired from the Colts after Peyton Manning went down, but he went to the Ravens halfway through the season and won a Super Bowl with them. So it's not a bad backup, but
No,
Wisenhunt was clearly the number one choice.
I mean, I definitely think that, the Lions, everything will turn out all right. They'll, get a good guy, but I think they really lost out and missed a good opportunity with Wisenhunt. It'll be interesting to hear what comes out of the Lions camp as to that whole situation, because everyone thought that he was a shoo-in for the job. So we'll hear what they have to say coming up.
Yeah, and now we bring on one of our colleagues for a new segment, Minute with Mids, with Nick Middleton.
Hello. I'll be talking about the NBA today. The Blazers have been looking really good. However, the Bulls have been looking dismal without Derrick Rose. Don't know how to play without their superstar. OKC has been playing very good under Durant with Durant's play. And Miami has has kept up high play from last year. And I think that's about it from around the NBA. Now back from my neck of the woods, back to yours.
Thank you, Nick Mids. On to the NHL. We have the Wings, who are 20-16-10, playing at the Rangers in New York again, and the Rangers are 24-20-3. In the last 5, the Rangers haven't lost a game in regulation. They're 4-0-1, while the Wings have done pretty average with 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 overtime loss. The Wings are 4th in the Atlantic Division and 8th in the conference, so they're still in with the playoff spot right now, but they have an extremely tough schedule going into the, it's not the All-Star break, it's the Olympic break.
Yes.
They only play one arguably easy game, and that's against Florida at Florida, and they beat the Wings twice already.
Yeah.
And the Wings have tied for the most Olympics players on their team with 10 going to Sochi. So it'll be difficult rest of the season for them because half their team doesn't get the break like other teams do. So
Yeah, the Wings have, lost a little momentum recently, but it's still plenty of time to get back on track. I think obviously with 10 players going to the Olympics, they have the talent. They just need to mesh as a team, and get hot when they need to. As long as they can ride out the tough games, they can definitely make a run for it. If they get hot late in the season, make a playoff run and stay high in the playoffs. I definitely think that they'll still make the playoffs, and I definitely still think that Stanley Cup could be in their future if they get their act together.
yeah, the problem is with the Wings right now is they're just always injured. Helm, Franzen, and Alfredson make their lineup a lot stronger, and when they're not in the lineup, it really hurts them. So it'll be interesting to see how they play for the rest of the season.
It does. Also, with their age, with a few of their players getting up there, all these overtime games are really starting to take a toll. The Wings have not done well in overtime this whole season or in shootouts. So, I really think that their age starts to play a factor when you get to the extra minutes, that they start to lose their legs a little bit and can't keep up, which in turn then loses them the game. So hopefully they'll find a way to win in regular time, rest up, stay healthy, and get going.
And on to the Maple Leafs. The Leafs are 22-20-5. They're 5th in the Atlantic and 9th in the conference. They play in Boston against the Bruins, who so far are playing really, really good hockey there, 29-14-2. And the Leafs haven't played Detroit since the Winter Classic, where, like usual, the Red Wings lost in a shootout. But
that was a good game.
yeah, what was really good about that game is that the Wings they played together, and out in the cold, it was a good experience for the team to have.
Yeah, I mean, it's another bonding experience, which is what they need to mesh and get everyone going. They really just need to, like I said, find a way to get it going. There's not one thing that you can point to that, it's if you fix the defense, they'll win games. It's not one thing. It's just a whole bunch of little things that with fine-tuning all work itself out, and they'll start winning games.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting second half of the season. On to the MLB. A-Rod, his suspension has been reduced to 162 games, including the playoffs, so that's the entire 2014 season. And A-Rod is appealing that in federal court, so it'll be interesting to see how that whole situation plays out. And Kevin, you wanted to talk about one of the pitching stars here in Detroit a little.
Yeah,
recent
Justin
news.
Verlander was seen with Kate Upton again at a Flyers game. So hopefully that is good news for Detroit fans, as when Justin Verlander and Kate Upton were together, he had one of his best seasons ever. And when they had broken up, he went
Into a little bit of a
turmoil.
slump.
Yeah, slipped off his game. So hopefully it's good news for the Tigers, and hopefully he steps his game back up.
Yeah, and so that'll be, hopefully they're still dating for at least just one season. And
Yeah,
then
it'd be nice to find
Scherzer, Verlander, both good. That would be great. On to tennis. In the Australian Open, Nadal, Federer, and Del Potro won and moved on to the second round. Right now it's day 3.
Yeah.
And it's always good to watch the Australian Open. It's on clay, I believe. And
It's the hard course, but no worries.
damn.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's a good tournament. The heat wave down there in Australia is definitely taking a toll on the players, but everyone seems to be still having fun. It's a good tournament. I think look for Nadal to play very well in this tournament. I'm not going to guarantee a win for him, but look for him to go far. He coming off of injury. This is his first real big chance to make a statement, and I think he'll do that.
Okay, yeah. I don't know anything about tennis.
Yeah, no worries. It's
But
it's a good. I enjoy it.
yeah, that's all the news we have for you guys today. I'm Jack Kozik.
I'm Kevin Turnbull. Tune in next week.